Nope. I got a muffin.
Lucky. I've been craving muffins lately.
You think?
A good chocolate chip muffin? Oh, yeah.
No. See, I don't like chocolate chip muffin.
Of course not.
Well, I don't like sweet things. You know.
Like banana, like a banana nut or a blueberry.
I can do a banana. Blueberry is so too sweet.
What do you have? Just like a plain muffin?
Like corn muffin.
Ah.
Okay, yeah.
It's cornbread.
You should have said corn muffin. It's very different from regular muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like corn muffins.
I just finished off one of my stroopwafel. I have 2 more.
I want a stroopwafel.
It's so good.
That's the only sweet I will eat right now.
I really want chocolate chip muffins now. You suck.
I'm sorry, dude.
What's
not
up,
bad.
guys?
We have to end the stream now. He's got to go get chocolate chip muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, pause stream, BRB.
Chocolate chip muffins. It's an emergency.
It is an emergency. I mean, there are times that I would like actually be like, yeah, I'll be right back. You know?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Oh, there's people.
Oh, my God. I don't like people. We used to keep them in cages in my basement.
Used to?
Yeah. Now we had to move them. Now they're in the attic. Yeah.
Don't tell Caleb Francis.
I love Caleb so much. Though.
What a laugh. Oh, man. What a week it's been.
Yeah, it has been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It's been a week of a lot of hard work, Dalton. A lot of hard work.
Yeah. I've been doing this one thing for my job, and it's taken me all week to do.
What's that?
Oh, it's just we've
it's just called clocking in.
I don't want to go into exactly what I do for work, but I have to export a lot of our a lot of posts and thousands and tens of thousands of posts. Yeah. And there was this one process that I was doing that literally kept crashing on me all week. So I had to figure that one out. And I knew why it was crashing, but I didn't know exactly the way to fix it isn't obvious. Okay. And it's just one of those things where I had to try everything. My solution ended up being, instead of downloading every single post that we did this year, we have basically posts from all the way back in 1970. So instead of exporting every single post from then until now, I just exported this year's and then added it to our last year's export. So kind of made everything easier. So I think I'm going to do that moving forward for next year. We do it every year. We do it once a year, and it's always the pain in the butt. But yep. So every day I was busier than a shredder in DC,
or in a big pharma office.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Trying to burn everything. Shred everything, burn everything. Yep.
Get rid of the reports. Get rid of the reports.
Can I just say one thing that is totally not related to anything that we're about to get into? I have officially been nicotine smoke-free for over a month now. Okay. And are you ready for this? You ready for this? I have gained 15 pounds.
Oh, man.
15 fucking pounds.
That is life ending for you.
So dude, I'm dying, man. That was your secret.
Yeah.
My secret is just nicotine.
My secret is nicotine and cancer. No, no. Here's the thing.
Worker in existence.
Okay, I just want to point something out. Okay, because I'm going to show everybody this. I want everybody to know this is me having gained 15 pounds. Okay, you ready?
He's going to take his pants off.
This wouldn't be the first stream.
This is me having gained, and I want you to say something. It's still not fat.
I'm thinking like a solid B.
Oh, I'm definitely a solid B cup.
You gotta sneeze.
I was going with the fucking note.
No. Fucking love you, dude.
When Dimi's like, oh, he's gonna take his pants off, and I'm like, oh, it wouldn't be the first time. The very first stream I ever did with this guy, it was thousands of people, concurrent viewers, and he had his mic on, and
yeah, it was muted.
You were muted. You were muted. I wasn't, but you were, and so I was like so awkward. I was just like, "Oh God, what is going on?" Because not even I knew what was going on.
Yeah. I was like, "Hold on," and I was wearing Daisy Dukes.
I
was wearing Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. We had talked for like 15 minutes at that point. I didn't know exactly who you were or anything.
Well, so no, we had a conversation prior to that like, to get
like 15.
Not enough of a conversation to go. I'm gonna take my pants off now.
Right?
You say that, but I've talked to people for less time who have let me be inside them. So don't give me that nonsense.
Yeah, the industry, they got paid to do that.
No, just chicks, just women. You know how long it took me to get my wife in bed?
Weren't you in like New York?
I would never be in New York.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, we got one person who was at least there for.
Yeah,
for
Dalton was really shy. Yeah, Dalton was really shy. But you've gotten so much better.
You have gotten so much better. I was gonna be like, was?
Well, yeah, you're still like out of like between like out of all three of us, you are still the shyest. But like. You've gotten a ton better, like more outgoing and more like you're going to,
it's definitely easier now.
Yeah, you get used to it. You get used to it. So fuck yeah, dude. But I just wanted to let everybody know, like, I'm kind of proud of myself for being nicotine free for
very proud of you, dude.
Over a month.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So if you are trying to quit smoking, you can do it too.
If you want to quit smoking and gain weight, just quit. There you go.
If you want to gain weight, just quit smoking.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, you got to quit smoking, get a Bowflex, and double your caloric intake to about 20,000 calories a day.
That much coke.
No, I still do the coke. I'm not stopping. No. The boof train.
No one
stays
will ever
forever.
catch me. Much like Belushi, I'm gonna be fat, full of coke.
Yes. Dude, and fucking Farley, Chris Farley and Belushi, both of them, they'll never know.
They'll never know. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. No, you don't. You don't. Just scream.
The only thing we're confused about is why you're that big.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. No, but yeah. Also, I would like to point something out. Dimi has recently touched some famous people.
That's true. Henry
yes.
Nope, wrong one. There we go. That's what I was going for.
Is that like
from Dalton?
What? I missed it completely.
Dalton, do you know those like confetti poppers? Do you use those every time you have sex?
No, I have a soundboard now.
Do you have sex, Dalton? Do you touch yourself at night? Because God is watching. And he says no. I'm a voyeur. I'm into that shit. I like watching and I like when God watches.
I am God now.
You're not God.
No, I'm not.
Don't claim our titles.
Yeah.
Whatever. I got a mixer. Dimi has a mixer.
Everyone in this picture.
We all got mixers.
He has touched all of the people in that picture.
All of them.
More
than once.
Yeah. You got to
with or without their permission.
I mean, I'll let you decide.
Touch them in their no squares.
No, I didn't do that. We're on YouTube. I didn't say
that. Fucking, and by the way, Turd says he's watching too.
At all hours. He has more cameras
all
than
the time. You ever see that South Park episode where the TSA, and it's just a dude who's sitting there in the room full of cameras, just jacking it? Turd. That's Turd. Anyway, let's talk about Trump's cabinet picks.
Yeah,
Dalton, would you like to lead us into it?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here, according to this is the Washington Post, and
I don't like giving them money, but it is.
I
what it
know.
is.
Well, actually, I'm using active.today, which is a paywall remover. So
nice.
It's not giving them any money.
Paywall,
Sweet.
not giving them a cent. Anyway, yeah. So Marco Rubio. Let's start with that guy first.
I'm
how do we feel
surprised about
that?
this. So first off, I'm
little.
anti that pick.
Yeah, I don't really care for Marco Rubio. I mean, I remember we watched the one stream, the one Trump rally. We did a stream, and Marco Rubio was there, and we thought Trump was going to announce him as VP, and we were like totally against it.
Because I during that time, and I remember this very vividly. You and I talked about it and said, no, we want Vivek. And then if not Vivek, I had said, I want JD Vance, if not Vivek, but I do not want Marco Rubio.
Bingo. Yeah. Yes. And that was a week before the first Butler rally when the assassination attempt happened. We did that stream.
I'm going to say, out of all the picks that I see on this board so far, he's my least favorite.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. He's my least favorite too. He's the one that I'm the least excited about for sure.
He's the one I'm most worried about.
Yeah. However, I will say I am willing to be wrong. I hope that it's not. I hope that it's a good pick in the long run. I hope that it truly is.
I agree with this. I agree. I think that Rubio is questionable. It's a very questionable pick. Because here's the thing. Trump's entire pick, everything else here is anti-deep state. And many of them are not only anti-deep state, I'm going to appoint the person that agency fucked over.
Yes.
To run the agency that fucked them over. Like that's what he did with Tulsi Gabbard. That's what he's doing with RFK, right?
Yep. That's literally. Like, hey, I feel like you've been wronged by this agency. Would you like to head it?
Yeah, exactly. But Rubio seems like
yeah, that's a weird one.
He is a deep state
weird
puppet.
one. Yep. All right, Pete Hegseth. That one surprised the crap out of me. Out of me. I read it and I was just like, "Who is this guy?" Because it sounds familiar. And then I Googled it. I was like, "Oh, no way!"
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this pick. I love this pick. Also, did you hear what he said about having to fix the military? He was like, "No, you have to get rid of all the woke ass bullshit generals. Get rid of all this trans nonsense, and just make sure that." Yeah, no, we are combat ready. That is the only fucking thing that we care about. And I'm like, I love this man. This man's good. Also, the tattoos.
Yeah,
military have absolutely nothing to do with your politics or your feelings. It's your defense.
Yeah,
well,
you're out there to be battle ready.
Yeah, but I love that the media is saying that he's got white supremacist tattoos. The Jerusalem cross is apparently white supremacist now. So if all of you, anybody here who has a Christian or Catholic tattoo, you are now a Nazi.
Sorry to break it to you.
I'm sorry, but you are a Nazi,
according to
all of the media.
Yep.
Also,
the specific tattoo is also like of the Crusades era.
Yeah, but also if you have the if you have anything that says I don't know, God wills it, in Latin on maybe a bicep, you're a Nazi.
Yep.
It's okay. You guys want to know something? According to the media, all of us are one because all of us are the wrong shade. So it's okay. We're fine.
Watch out.
Now, I will say,
don't pull a Trudeau.
He's definitely grown on me. At first, I was just like, so I'm not going to lie. I was actually a couple of beers deep when I read the announcement. So I was just like,
yeah, I messaged you. I was texting you about it.
That's right. Yeah.
You're like, I'm drunk. And I'm like, I'm surprised.
For one.
I was just like, I don't know. This is a weird pick. Like, I kept saying to myself, this is a weird pick. I don't know how I feel about this yet. It's definitely grown on me. I like it because he's not a part of the military industrial complex at all. He's an outsider. 100% outsider. Yep.
But a veteran nonetheless.
He's served. Yeah. He understands what it means to send people into war. He understands that forever wars get us nowhere. He understands that, he gets it. I feel like he definitely gets it.
He's Lieutenant Dan, but he has his legs.
The robots.
Now I will say right now, I was coming home just a little bit ago, and I was listening to CNN in my car, and they were basically saying that he was accused of sexual assault back in 2017, and they think that that's the thing that's going to get him, and that it came across the Trump team completely by surprise, and that they're not sure if they're going to keep him on. I call BS. I think no criminal charges have ever been filed against him over it. It's an allegation. They do this like
this is the court of public opinion where we are going to crucify you.
Yep.
With nothing.
One, you're a Nazi, and if that doesn't work, two, you raped somebody, but there's been no criminal charges or anything against him or anything. Yeah. He's not named as a defendant in any case whatsoever. So it's like
they can't call him Hitler because they're already doing that to Trump.
Yeah, you can't have more than one Hitler.
Yeah, you can.
I was going to say, the media.
I sometimes dress as Hitler in the bedroom, while my wife also dresses as Hitler. We call it bumping mustaches.
For any moderator watching, he's gay Hitler. So
gay Hitler, yeah.
In Minecraft.
Gay Hitler, but only in the way that trans people are straight. Like two women, but one of them identifies as a dude. Therefore, it is, it's straight now.
Anybody else smell copper?
I smell toast. What does that mean?
I smell copper and taste toast.
God, everything's fucking getting blurry, and why is my arm getting all tingly?
Don't worry, let it go away after a while.
Now, Matt Gaetz.
Yeah,
this is the one that a lot of people are getting pissed off about. On the left.
No way.
Now, there's a particular douche nozzle with a mustache. Speaking of mustaches, do not bump mustaches with this mustachioed person. His name is Bolton.
I was gonna say.
And he is extraordinarily angry about this pick. And it's so weird. It's almost like Bolton is a piece of fucking human just excrement. It's been scraped across the fucking sidewalk in San Francisco.
It's almost like there's finally somebody that can put him away for his crimes.
Actually, I hope so. How do we feel about Gaetz? I love the Matt Gaetz pick.
I love it. I was blown away at first. I was like,
I was blown away.
Pick. Yes. Bold pick.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting somebody like a Ken Paxton from Texas,
That's what I was expecting.
I was really expecting that.
I was expecting like not a deep stater, but at the same time, somebody a little less firebrandy.
Well, yeah, but the fact that he chose Matt Gaetz, who is a firebrand himself.
Yeah.
Looking at even just who we're talked about so far, we're already fired. JD Vance, Rubio.
Yep.
Well, Rubio.
Yeah, Rubio's not a firebrand. Rubio fucking can't drink water properly. But Pete Hegseth and Matt Gaetz are firebrands as well.
And the other one that we've known for a while, RFK Jr. Or what he's supposed to be doing, which we'll get there.
We'll get there. We're moving down the list, everybody. We're going.
But it's like firebrand. I'm for. I want to see what happens. If anything, the chaos.
Yeah. Now, what I will say is Matt Gaetz, one of like the interviews that's obviously been circulating around on X that the left is sharing like some sort of own and the right is laughing at because we love it. That's the thing is like the left is like, how could you let this man say these things? And the right's like because we agree with it.
It's and like, you misunderstand us completely if you think we have a problem with this.
Yeah, exactly. And so the one that I'm at least speaking of is when he's talking about it's like the reporter's asking him, you've called feminists ugly fucking fat cat ladies, and you've said that they're like obese single women with cats. What do you have to say to people who might be offended by that statement? And he just goes, be offended. And I'm just like,
beautiful.
What a fucking concept.
What an answer. Like
that's like the Ricky Gervais answer. It's like, be offended.
Oh, yeah.
What's going to happen? Nothing.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Welcome to the modern world where you should be able to accept that your feelings can be hurt and move on.
Yes, that's the thing is you're allowed to have the feeling of being offended. Take agency of it and fucking move on with your life. Stop being a bitch.
Stop being a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, no, Matt Gaetz, I was blown away by the pick, but also at the same time, it was one of the ones that excited me the most.
So before we move on, so another thing that kind of caught me out of surprise, whatever, was the fact that he resigned from Congress. He's no longer a congressman.
So, now, the reason he did that apparently is so then DeSantis can immediately get through the appointing process. So it actually just makes it so much easier on them.
Streamlines it. Yep.
It streamlines it. So that's why.
So that they can get a seat in time for January 3rd, which is the swearing in of all new Congress members.
Did you see did you see Thomas Massey on the escalator?
Yes. Oh, it was beautiful.
So Thomas Massey on the escalator, they were asking him, will Gaetz get through confirmation? And he just flat out said, well, recess appointments, you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. And I'm just like,
he was just like, Matt Gaetz, it's attorney Matt Gaetz, you know?
Yeah, it's attorney. That's who it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit. But also hearing that from Massey is
based.
Oh,
he's already based, but like
I've already loved it.
Entire another level of based.
Yeah, no, straight. It's so base that I just nutted a little bit. Excuse me. Holy shit.
It really goes to show you, like, if Trump is not holding back punches for this cabinet, he is definitely putting in charge people who he definitely, like, you're starting to see as the cabinet in the administration, falls in place. You're starting to see like kind of what his plan of attack for the next 4 years is going to be. And I can't tell you how excited I am.
It really does seem to me that he's a lot more serious about attacking the deep state in the swamp this time around.
Yes.
I think that he's learned.
He's going for the upset for the deep state this time around.
Yep.
He told everybody he was doing that the first time around. He realized this is faults, and now I think he's absolutely game to actually like go after them this time and actually come with the firepower behind him.
I think he's got the
Yep.
I think he saw not just the faults, but the fact like he picked people that would keep every side kind of happy. Not exactly happy, but like wouldn't start what he thought.
He wasn't making waves
Whereas this time he's picking essentially the correct person for every position, going like, I don't care how the rest of you feel.
You can tell it's a fantastic pick by the reaction from the left.
Oh, yes. If they are so upset that they're like literally screaming, it's probably the correct pick because that's who they're being told is the worst pick.
Yep. And I was listening to CNN too, and they were like, even Republicans are upset and confused about the Matt Gaetz pick. And then they play the Kevin McCarthy clip because Kevin McCarthy hates Matt Gaetz because of him ousting him as speaker. But it's like, okay, you played one Republican who's upset about that.
You played a Republican that we don't really consider a Republican.
Right, exactly.
It's kind of like the Harris campaign saying, well, we have Liz Cheney.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and Dick Cheney and all these.
Take her, please.
We
fucking hate her.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to be associated with her anymore. If you guys want to take her, that helps us out. That doesn't hurt us.
By all means, please.
Yeah, that's not the endorsement you think it is.
Yeah. We have all these people. You mean the ones that we got lying, cheating, and doing things against humankind?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think this is the win you think it is.
No, it's not. That's the thing. Is it's like, as I said, like with Bolton getting mad about Matt Gaetz. Great endorsement. I think I even tweeted as much. I was like, yeah, this is like the best endorsement of this man.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, Doug Burgum.
This is the one I know the least about.
So Doug Burgum ran as president in 2024. He was actually on the debate stage a couple times with Vivek. He was okay. I didn't care for him very much. However, since then, I have learned that he's actually really top notch on energy. Apparently, he knows a lot about energy and everything, which is why I was a little surprised that Trump named him Secretary of the Interior and not Secretary of Energy. But in the
What
press
type of
release,
energy is he into?
so here, hold on, let me find the press release that
Nuclear.
Trump
If
released.
he's into
today.
nuclear, I'm super behind that because I think that's where
Actually,
we need to be heading. Yeah.
Right.
Where we need to be. Either that
Yeah, I
or we
agree.
keep breaking that.
12 picks left. That's the thing. I want everybody in chat right now. Who do you believe, other than Brandon Herrera for ATF, who do you guys believe should fill positions that you're seeing here that have not been filled yet?
One of my other picks is already filled. I absolutely wanted veteran with a sign for Veteran Affairs.
Okay, so did I actually. And that would have made me so happy.
Yep.
I actually, initially, I had thought that Tulsi would have been a great pick for that as well. Just
I could
because
see that, yeah.
I honestly thought he was going to put her in that position for
that's
sure.
what I thought. That's what I thought. Now, putting her for national intelligence is a great way to say fuck you to the state. At the same time, I still think she would have done some real good in Veterans Affairs.
Absolutely. But here's the thing that kind of goes what we just talked about a couple of minutes ago. He's putting people in charge of these things that I think he feels that have wronged him in some way, shape, or form. So like national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, it's like they deemed her a terrorist they put her on the terrorist watch list after she endorsed Trump.
Yep.
And it's just like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then they also claim that she was a Russian agent and everything
because she disagreed with Hillary.
Because she disagreed with Hillary, and it's like, you want to head this because they're
doing the things. They're doing the exact things that they're claiming this regime is going to turn into.
Yeah, they're all
a bunch of fascists.
They're fascists claiming that the opposing side is the real fascists.
Yes.
So what about this press release? Tell me about Doug Burgum.
Yep, I'm blowing it up right now. Got to switch the screen.
Also, Joy Reid. Can I really? Did everybody see that The View is apparently trying to find somebody to be a pro-Trump host?
Yep. You know who I think would be great at that?
Josie, redheaded libertarian.
Yes, I was gonna go for a more
Joe Rogan.
Just more of a joke kind of thing. Joe Rogan would roast them. My gosh.
Joe Rogan would
I want Joe Rogan on The Voice.
That guy does not need that stress in his life.
The Voice. The Voice.
Sorry. Yes, The Voice. I want him on The Voice. The View.
The View. Wait,
I want him on The Voice. I want him to sing to me.
Lex in his whole entire outfit that he does for the cryptids.
Oh, Dr. Emily Carter.
Dr. Emily Carter would be amazing.
It would be a great one. Yeah.
Be fantastic.
Everybody go into the Discord and at Dr. Emily Carter.
Yes.
Tell him we need you to apply for The View.
That would be amazing. But yeah,
as Dr. Emily Carter, as like a trans woman, and he just shows up with a beard.
However, I like Josie so much that I would hate for her to take that job. This does not seem like a fun job.
Yeah, but also you have to remember that she has fun tearing people that are stupid apart.
She would absolutely
destroy them. She would destroy them.
She absolutely would.
Yeah.
So all right. So this is the press release for Doug Burgum. So also what's interesting about this was Trump named him for Secretary of Interior, but also as the chairman of a newly formed, very important National Energy Council. So that will consist of all the departments and agencies involved with the permitting, production, generation, distribution, regulation, transportation of all forms of American energy. So, I mean, he still has a very good position in terms of national energy, which is wild. So I'm curious.
I'm looking up his previous energy policy.
I'm
reading through this and I'm just loving what it could promise.
Right.
What it could do is great, but at the same time, it's a matter of doing it.
I mean, yeah,
here talks a little bit more.
The Biden-Harris administration has driven our national debt to a record $36 trillion. Okay, I'm not even going to read that shit because it's just... Okay, so undo the damage done by the Democrats our nation's electrical grid by dramatically increasing baseload power. This will reduce the cost of electrical bills that continue to skyrocket for citizens and small businesses under Biden-Harris. This is facts.
Yep.
And ensure that America has the power to serve all of our needs without the devastation of blackouts and brownouts. Okay, so no California. To win the battle for AI superiority, which is key to national security. I agree with that. And our nation's prosperity. Doug Burgum will protect our nation's natural resources, restore our fabulous oil and gas advantage, make America and its energy dominant and great again. I'm still wanting to see specifics.
Yeah.
Now, this is from June. So Burgum and fellow GOP governors unveil a plan to unleash American energy. So Burgum apparently, with a bunch of other governors from like Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, South Dakota, Texas, were talking about the Biden energy policies being horseshit and called on Biden to pause the rhetorical and regulatory hostility towards traditional energy and to include states as active participants in further rulemaking. So he's a states' rights guy, it seems. Which is good, and also encouraging U.S. production, which is cleaner, safer, and more efficient than foreign sources. Okay, so he's a pro-U.S. production. He talked about how it affects inflation, cost of food, and all of that, which is good. So this is, mind you, all before Trump was picking him. It hurts consumers. It hurts our allies. He added that if not for overreaching federal regulations and burdensome red tape, record U.S. oil production would be even higher. So he wants deregulation. Good. Okay. I mean,
so not too bad.
No, not too bad. But at the same time, he's not a firebrand. He's not exciting. But at the same time, he's not he's not going to impede.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, if you remember when Trump was, about to announce his VP, Doug Burgum apparently was on the short list.
Really?
Yep. Which I didn't understand, but
JD Vance, Vivek.
Yeah.
Yep. I understand those.
Doug in his own field may be a massive firebrand. It's just because it's not our particular interest. Right. We haven't looked into it. We don't know this. He could be one of those right out going like, no, this is what we're doing because this is why. And he has like 1,000 PowerPoints going, this is exactly why we need this.
Okay, that's fair. He could very well be a firebrand. We just don't know enough about it.
It's just not our information.
Fair.
That is fair. Now I would like to
before we go on though.
I'm seeing chat.
You're going to say something in the chat?
I'm seeing chat, and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have already been told that they are not on this list because they are not paid employees of the government. They're not in the cabinet. They are heading DOGE, which is the Department of Government Efficiency.
Let me find that announcement because what an announcement. It's such an incredible...
I mean, there's one here that I really like. I think it's Grimm said it first. Was
what
having Nick, fat electrician, be in charge of education.
So while that would be a great pick, I also want him as press secretary, just so then he can call reporters commies to their faces.
No.
Beautiful.
I want Donut to be press secretary.
Ooh.
Because I want the Twitter account to be belonging to him.
Okay, this Twitter account would be fucking brutal, dude.
On and offline.
Oh my god!
So, very soft spoken, does not look like he wants.
He would hate it. He would fucking hate it.
Recordings. Yeah. As soon as he hits Twitter, people are just like, "Why is every mass media account deleting itself?"
Self-deleting. Yeah.
Would you like me to read this, Dalton?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I am pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, essential to the Save America movement. This will send shockwaves through the system and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people, stated Mr. Musk. It will become potentially the Manhattan Project of our time. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and at the same time making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion of government spending. They will work together to liberate our economy and make the U.S. government accountable to we the people. Their work will conclude no later than July 4th, 2026. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident they will succeed.
Now, this is the thing that I am most excited about. This is insane.
Now,
And the fact
I'm excited about it.
A meme.
Yes,
well, that's
and
Elon.
It's named after a meme.
That's Elon.
And the fact that it got this far.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's needed. What I will
Absolutely.
say is this. It still requires all the other pieces to actually take that action.
Yeah. Like it's going to matter who is in charge of the office of what was it? The Office of Management and Budget. It's going to matter who's in charge of that, who runs it, who operates that, how they cooperate with.
It's
with
between
Doge.
Tulsi Gabbard and Lee Zeldin, by the way.
For
You
office
were looking for it.
what do you mean?
You were looking for it. I just told you where it is on the page.
Management budget.
Oh, you're talking about right here. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at my other browser because I was looking at the statement you just read because I was looking for exactly what I was trying to say. But you're right. It is right between Lee Zeldin and Tulsi Gabbard.
I thought you were just looking for it. And I'm like, there, it's right there.
No, I gotcha. I was looking at my other tab.
Gotcha.
But it
So
didn't
I've seen
flip.
more that are great. I have Jack Mandeville for press secretary, which I think would be great to pair him with Donut.
I think that they alternate.
The
No,
alternate.
I want,
You never
I
know
want
what
them
you're going to get.
paired at the same time.
never-
Is Donut's actually in charge, but Jack does the speaking.
No. Donut's in charge. Donut does the speaking. Jack does the sign language.
Little fingers. And then
He's just,
we're
he's just
seeing here
interpretive dance the entire time.
King Trump for labor.
You know what, though? Here's the thing. It actually probably wouldn't be a bad pick.
I'll tell you though,
Life for commerce.
agriculture, Thomas Massey.
For agriculture, yes.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
I think he'd do great there.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I also think that he would do really good as a science advisor.
Yeah. I can see
Yes.
that.
He's an MIT mechanical engineer, isn't he?
Absolutely. Yes. I can
Yeah.
absolutely see that. He's an inventor, an incredible
Yeah.
inventor.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's one of the few people in government right now that is a legitimate genius.
Yeah.
So like he's on the level of Elon Musk. I want people to understand this. Like
He
that
is
they
Elon
can
Musk of Congress.
hear that they can see eye to eye and actually talk at the same level.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't realize, Elon dumbs most shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's had to learn how to do that.
They all have to learn how to do that. Thomas
Yep.
Massey's had to learn.
Yeah.
So,
So most people
Yeah.
think that there's, oh no, he's just this moronic figurehead. It's like, no, because you have videos of him going into spec and you realize like, no, he actually knows everything he's talking about.
see, Mike Rowe for I think Mike Rowe would be better for labor.
Well, that's
Yeah.
most of
Oh,
them been saying
absolutely.
labor, Eli for education.
Department of Autism led by Eli. It's literally
Yeah.
just it categorizes and historically categorizes trains.
I mean, I know you say it as a joke, but creating one for like autism and mental health would be phenomenal, and having Eli in charge of that would be great.
You don't need that at the federal level, though, because once again, you're creating something that is by nature inefficient.
No, fair.
Yeah, that's going to be better handled after the Department of Education is abolished at the federal level as well.
But yeah,
Because
My
states
God.
states
That's another thing
respond
we spoke
better
about.
to their local needs.
Yeah,
A lot of
absolutely.
people are complaining about like saying, "Oh, well, what's going to happen with the underfunded schools?" Wow, your state's actually going to have to care about its own people
They're gonna
again.
have to figure that one out. Wow.
yeah.
Wow, you're gonna actually have to vote for fucking people that aren't just, extorting money and fucking literally just stealing.
Wow.
Cool.
We're gonna have to make local elections actually matter again. Whoa.
Yeah, wow, fucking nuts. It's
Yeah.
almost like that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So-
it's almost like they shouldn't be damn
Federal.
near communist in nature.
Yeah, at all.
No, local elections. I don't know how many of you have paid attention to your local elections. You'll
have.
find that especially small towns, it's almost impossible to butt into it because if you do, suddenly you're no longer allowed in town.
Yeah. It's a wild. Small
Yeah.
towns are pretty nuts.
Yeah, my town is luckily quite good in that regard. But
remember-
That's an exception, not the rule.
it is an exception. Yeah.
So
It's also because everybody around here is extraordinarily anti-government. And when I say extraordinarily, I want you to understand my town, I feel like would be one of the first to just kind of light people on fire again. Like tar, feather, and then light them on fire and then kind of smoke, a cigar partying
that you lit off that fire.
that we lit off. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
We lit the cigar off of the politician.
Jesse, I'm not saying small towns are bad. I'm saying government-wise, the majority of them actually are. The town could be amazing, but like the governance and especially the election cycles, they are built in such a way that, and every small town I've ever lived in across the U.S. has had this issue where it's like you have this close-knit group that makes it impossible for anybody else to come in. And quite a few of them, it's just built upon building up their own bank accounts, and that's it.
Yeah,
the small town could be phenomenal. It could be wonderful to live in, but like as soon as you start looking at that end, that's where you start seeing how bad it is.
Also, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. He's gonna go pee. Adam Savage from MythBusters for what was it? The Science Advisors. Yeah, but I think like Mr. Kangaroo pointed out, he is a California Wokey, sadly. I think he's a good dude. But
he's a phenomenal person. And the big issue is the fact that his entire life has been over there. And so he hasn't seen a lot of the other side. Now, he's very much a proponent towards, going
Smart
and getting a labor, not a degree, but learning how to do labor jobs.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think he would do well in this type of position, but as some form of advisor, yes, like an advisor to one of these people would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the chair back up there for everybody who's freaking out about the chair not being there. You're welcome. Last week I denied you this. This week I'm actually giving it to you, so you're welcome. So I'm curious who Trump's going to tap for transportation, honestly.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. Oh, man. Oh, man.
The Reckoning.
Fucking Christ. Rosa Parks? That's what I come back to? Well, shit.
Awesome.
Fuck.
I was going to say Madison Cawthorn, but all right.
Yeah,
Which
give
is
actual
another,
answers, Dalton.
No, Madison Cawthorn's in a wheelchair.
Exactly. That's why.
Yeah,
he
no,
would be
I
a
know.
great pick.
No, Dimi. I'm not sure if Dimi knew that. He said serious.
Nope.
I'm like, no. It's still a meme answer.
It's
As meme as the dead lady.
No, both of them are memes.
Both
It's
of them are
beautiful. Yeah,
very
pretty
funny
memey.
answers. All right, so real quick, RFK Jr., Health and Human Services. I kind of expected this.
I expected this. I think we all expected this. Who was it recently? I just saw an article where the person was saying it was that really fat TikTok influencer. She's like extraordinarily morbidly obese, and she says that RFK is extraordinarily unhealthy, and that this is super dangerous. She said that. Meanwhile, the guy looks like he has never skipped a single gym day in his entire life, and he's like, what, 80?
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
He looks like the movie depiction of a general in World War II.
Yes. Like where he's going to what he looks like? What the Japanese believe Americans look like in anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is what RFK Jr. looks like. What the Japanese supposed Americans look like.
3 or 4-star general in a Japanese anime.
Who's going to have like the mustache, smoke a fucking pipe, and then he's going to take his shirt off and still be ripped, even though he's like 80. Yeah,
it's
that's
just
RFK.
This weird combination of Patton and MacArthur.
Like we're getting an upgrade.
Thank you right here. We're getting an upgrade because this Levine. I'm so sorry.
We have
that this bitch is from Pennsylvania.
We have someone that looks like an actual working adult that goes outside and sees the sunlight. Has tried to do good and work hard, and a swamp monster.
A dude in drag. I refuse to acknowledge pronouns.
A swamp monster.
For real, swamp monster.
She's about to demand some. They're about to demand some reports from Mike Wazowski. Okay.
Okay. Yes, that's accurate. Okay, that's really accurate. Okay, that's accurate. But I want you to look, RFK. You do not look like that at that age if you aren't taking care of yourself. I'm sorry. You just don't.
You might know a thing or two about health.
Yeah. And also, he's been an environmental lawyer. Mm-hmm. His entire career has been around the environmental, and then he got into the whole food side of things where he was realizing, and that was because parents brought it to his attention and said, please look into this.
Yep.
It's almost like he's trying to make up for his family's name.
Now, you know what the funny thing is? Every leftist that's mad and upset about the RFK appointment, yeah. They seem to forget that Barack Obama was considering him for a cabinet pick as well back in 2008.
For the EPA, yep.
They often forget many things if they aren't told what to think.
Exactly.
That is true. Also, they have if you guys recall, when Biden was still the one running against Trump, the argument was Biden is far too old because he is currently experiencing obvious dementia.
Yeah. Not even being mean, it's
the
sad.
Second that Biden stepped down, they went, Trump is too old.
And is experiencing dementia.
And it's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So it's like, we're not dealing with sane people.
The media channels told
the Krapensteins have lost 20,000 followers and have been crying about it. So everybody make sure to make fun of them on X daily.
Point and laugh.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
All right.
Kirsty Noem is a good pick.
I'm great pick. Kind of surprised he picked her for Homeland Security though.
Yes. I actually would have seen her more for commerce.
Yeah.
Because her entire thing was refusing to shut down the state during COVID, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of see her as like I don't want government to get touch business.
Yeah.
That's how I see her.
Yep.
Well, and the thing is, it could be we actually have somebody that's much better for the placement. Actually,
that is true
right now.
Very
and
true.
It's one of those where they just haven't finished that, all right, I'll do it conversation.
Yeah, that is fair.
There's a couple of these on here that you go and it
also there are a couple on here that won't exist in a Trump administration. Department of Education is not going to be there.
Yeah, so whoever he taps for that, they have to understand, like, hey, your job's not going to, you're the last person who's going to hold this position.
Your job is to destroy this. Your job is a placeholder, and I hope you're happy. And he needs to appoint somebody like Brandon to the ATF. Same kind of concept. It's like somebody who wants it abolished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or for all of the power of it to be given back to the states, so they are is somebody that hands reports to the president.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I can understand the position existing, and all they are is the person that collects everybody else's reports and compiles them into one.
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen all of these because I haven't seen the Susie Wiles I just saw on X today.
Okay, so she was the very first one, like right after the election, that he appointed to that position. So
no, not Susie Wiles. No, Susie Wiles. Wait, who am I thinking of? Was it Elise Stefanik?
She was the first outside of chief of staff to actually be appointed to something.
No. So Susie Wiles, I did see. Then who was the most recent one that I saw on X? Then who was also a woman, I believe. You might have. Maybe it was Elise Stefanik.
Was it Elise?
Oh no! You're thinking of the press secretary. They have not updated this. Yes, Caroline Levitt.
Okay, that's what it was then. Okay, so this isn't updated because I know I saw another female.
Well, she's not a cabinet level position, so that's why they're not on their one.
True.
Yep. So this is the new press secretary right here.
That's what I saw on X. Okay.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I was confused by what you were saying for a moment, but yes. Yep. Which I kind of suspected this. If not Elena Hubba, I thought it was going to be her. And so,
I had no particular people that I was assuming.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So Caroline was she was the national press secretary for his 2024 campaign. So that kind of made sense to me that he would put her as the press secretary for the White House. So that makes sense.
Okay. So, and is she just kind of like I don't take any bullshit?
There is a clip of her on, I think, either CNN or MSNBC, one of the two. And she was just kind of giving the host of the show just straight up facts about the campaign and everything. And
that's her. Okay.
The host kicked her off because she felt so triggered, and she was like out of words to say because she couldn't believe that she just kicked her off and everything, and like it was just so funny.
So once again another fuck you pick.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. She's gonna be good. I think she's gonna be kind of like that Kayleigh McEnany energy. I feel like.
By the way, I also saw Grim saying Jason Green for Secret Service. I want Dan Bongino for Secret Service.
I did hear that was a name that was being floated around.
That is a name being floated.
Yep.
But that's who I want because he is first off, he's extraordinarily pro-Trump, which does seem to be kind of a prerequisite for a lot of us. Right. But also he is I don't give a fuck kind of guy. He hates the administrative state. So I'm actually all for that.
Yeah.
How do we feel about John Ratcliffe for the CIA?
I don't know him well enough, but from what I hear of a lot of people, they are saying it's not a bad pick.
Okay.
So
are they giving reasons as to why?
Yeah, but I probably can't remember them at the top of my head. I mean, he's kind of just like it doesn't seem like he's that much of a deep state guy. So that's the good part, I guess.
That's the good part. You see, my ultimate pick, I'm just going to be 100% with that. And here's the thing, everybody, we are allowed to disagree here. I don't believe the CIA should exist. I don't believe the FBI should exist.
Right.
Period.
Both of them were created for specific purposes that no longer exist.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And also the only one that is actually given power by the Constitution is the United States Federal Marshals. So get rid of the CIA, get rid of the FBI. That's so what
you're saying is take out all of the things that we're giving to the CIA and FBI and then instead revitalize our marshal system.
Yes. Quite literally.
basically what Vivek proposed.
What literally Vivek proposed, which is what I love so much about Vivek. I was
Same.
like, oh, somebody who actually knows the Constitution. Holy shit!
Has a plan on how to basically dissolve it without like disrupting too much.
So Grimm is saying he does not like the CIA pick.
Interesting. I would love to hear Grimm's
reasoning as to why.
Reason for that. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Who do you want for FBI? I mean, I know who I want.
Who do you want?
Kash Patel.
I've been seeing Tim from Timcast talking about Kash Patel.
Dude would blow up that agency.
I know he would nuke the agency. I'm just not familiar enough with him to have given him my endorsement.
He's another firebrand for sure.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Here's the thing. If he's like a I want to destroy this from the inside kind of guy, then fuck yeah. Then great.
He has a very deep knowledge on how the agency operates.
He's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe he was like Trump's attorney, right? I could have sworn he was one of Trump's attorneys.
I don't know if he may have been. I'm not too sure. But dude definitely
former
knows.
chief of staff to the United States Secretary of Defense.
Yep.
Angry cops for FBI.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Grim. U.S. Marshals Services for domestic, DIA, Defense Intelligence Agencies for foreign intel. So, still boosting both of those instead of creating a new agency that was never fucking under the purview of the federal government and never created in the Constitution. Yeah. Tell me where in the Constitution it says FBI and CIA.
Doesn't. Just like
it doesn't.
Right next
it's just got these letters in it and they're capitalized sometimes, so like we're gonna use them.
Yep. You can find FBI and CIA right next to the word democracy in the Constitution.
Yep. Right next to it.
Remember, kids, it says
he is okay. So I believe he is a terrorism. He following his tenure as a terrorism prosecutor at the Department of Justice, where he led investigations spanning theaters of conflict. Okay, so yeah, he's like an anti-terrorist lawyer who also apparently really fucking hates the government.
He's very based.
No, like when I looked him up, the fucking like top 5 things are the Dems crying. And so like apparently he despises the government.
There is a CNN article that just came out in the last day or two, and they were basically crying over the possibility that he might be picked.
The Trump allies lobby him to fire FBI director early and install loyalist Kash Patel. That article.
They're crying about it, and it's just like, that's a great endorsement. Let's do it. I don't know what the weight is.
Yeah, Kash is apparently frightening at the bureau.
Beautiful.
That's a good thing.
So another thing about Matt Gaetz though is a lot of the people who are like, if he gets appointed and he gets confirmed, we're quitting. It's like, you seem to misunderstand the plan. Like,
you're making this easier.
Aren't there a bunch of people saying the same at like the FDA and like
at the DOD? They're the entire DEI department or whatever at the DOD.
No, I'm saying for RFK's appointment, probably. I think that the people at the FDA were like, we're going to step away. And he's like, good. That's all right.
Which means you can't try to go around and sue me for wrongful firing.
Exactly. It's like, you're going to quit so I don't have to fire you. No, okay.
Yeah. Thank you for saving me time. Yep. What's his name? Special counsel. What's his name? Guy who's anti-Trump who just dropped his suit. Was it Jack Smith or whatever?
Jack Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Is apparently making plans to potentially leave the country, which is really fucking funny, but also has dropped everything and will be resigning. No, he's resigning before Trump even gets there. So then he can't be touched or fired.
Yep. Jesse, I can't stop winning. Won't stop winning. Yep. Beautiful.
It's like the meme I see. It's like, you need to get, I'm so depressed by Trump winning. You need to get me out of this country. Talking to Canada, and Canada's like, have you tried euthanasia?
Okay. Also, I saw a TikTok about this, and it's something that I don't think a lot of leftists realize. They are under the false assumption that the rest of the world is as liberal as they pretend it is.
Yeah. No.
Most of the world, I want leftists to understand this. Europe has the very similar abortion regulation to some of the strictest states in the United States. It's very limiting.
Yeah.
Okay. Their immigration rules are a shit ton stricter than ours. Have fucking fun. Get in line now, motherfuckers. By the way, if you're trying to go to an Asian nation like Japan, do you make $100,000 and do you have 3 degrees? Do you have any criminal record, not just felonies? Congratulations. Fuck you. It's like, no, it's not happening. These people are so stupid. They don't even know.
Even then, you have to, because I've looked at that in the past, you actively have to have either a job that is in the country.
Yes.
That is already wanting to bring you in.
Sponsoring you.
Or, as you were saying, you have to have over $100,000 for a job that is bringing in around that much money that you would,
then
that you are the
taxed.
independent owner of in some way that they would be able to tax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Have fucking fun. It's a beautiful thing that they are that
Korea
ignorant.
is almost even more strict on that, other than if you are going through education, because they are constantly looking for English teachers. But if you're liberal, you don't know how to speak English.
Well, also, like, I just, what it really comes down to is, like, even going to Mexico, like,
it's hilarious.
It's more strict going to Mexico than it is Mexico to here, because liberals have no fucking idea what any country actually believes in, because they live in this utopiast belief system that they've dreamed up. They believe that the world is this wonderful place. And it's like, have you ever been to Europe? Because it's about 500 times more racist than anywhere in the United States. And I'm including the back fucking areas of Alabama where
the back
you're
areas
gonna hear
of
the
Alabama,
N-word a lot.
The majority, you might hear that.
Yeah,
But
from
it's
the
not
other black
racist
people.
for some reason.
Yeah, it's from other black people to white people. And they're gonna be like, what the fuck? What fucking over the rainbow fucking
You ever been
bullshit
to
did I
any
just-
Asian country? Because you're about to see the most racist place in the world.
Dude, like, people think that Europe is not racist. Europe is so fucking racist. You have no idea. It is unbelievably racist. Want to know how I fucking
It's
know?
just a
Hey,
massive
Dimi.
religious strife.
hey, Dimi, how would I know?
It's weird. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's because you're from there.
Oh, yeah. No, it's because I'm fucking European. And I have family there. Europe is a racist shithole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't
Great for a
give me this.
vacation. I don't want to live there.
Oh, here's the thing. History, culture. Fucking
Beautiful.
Very
beautiful
rich.
and
Very
cool.
rich.
Very rich. Not so big on the whole freedom thing there.
Yeah.
Well, it's because every time they tried it in the past, they seem to do this thing where they would overthrow the rulers, and they didn't like that very much.
Well, not just that. It's they still operate under the false assumption that democracy is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
Instead of republics or things of that nature,
or creating an actual constitution and letting their citizens rule shit.
I was born in the U.S. I'll die in the U.S. I'm not moving anywhere else.
I'm dying here.
I was born in the
This
U.S.
is where I'm
I'll
dying.
die in your thighs.
I'm gonna die on top of my wife midnight.
Grim, you said check your DMs. Where on X? I don't see anything.
Probably
from
Discord.
You. Probably Discord. Yeah,
Probably
definitely Discord. Yeah.
No, democracy is one step before communism.
You guys want Grim to pop on for 5 minutes to explain his reasoning for why not Ratcliffe for CIA?
Go for it.
Cool. I will send you an invite, Grim.
And I will pee in his nostril.
Please make
Only
sure you
one.
have the right microphone
Only one.
selected. That's all I'm going to say.
Should I turn my volume
Right.
Hold on.
Turning the volume down.
Have a good microphone, Grim. That's all we ask.
Grim, Temu is not where you should be ordering electronics. Neither
Only sex
is
toys.
wish.com.
I only order people from that.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah,
So I
that's
get all my
where that movement
employee, super hard worker.
Oh my God.
What? You can call me your god. It's all right.
I said, oh my
Prick.
God.
Exactly.
I wasn't calling
Oh, you're god.
I
Yeah.
wasn't calling you that. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Dimi, did he say my god to me?
Mhm.
Exactly. Thank you. Therefore, I am Dalton's god by logic.
There we go.
Negative.
I'm eating stroopwafel. Don't make me reach over and use mine.
Positive. Just like your HIV diagnosis. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, he's not. He's not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
Dalton's incapable of being sorry because Dalton is on the spectrum. He was so on the spectrum that he didn't know he was on the spectrum.
That's how far off I was on the spectrum.
Dalton didn't realize he was autistic until we pointed out what autistic people do.
I don't know that I'm convinced yet.
You want to know how I know I am convinced? Because I'm diagnosed autistic. And I'm telling you, he's autistic as shit.
My autism is diagnosing other people who have autism with autism who don't know it.
I'm autistic enough to know it. Game recognizes game, all right?
Right.
Chromosome recognizes chromosome here. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
That's how we became
You
friends.
really called me out, I think, the last episode where it was just like autism for websites and domain names.
Yeah.
I
nobody else fucking does that. You know what everybody else fucking does, Dalton?
No, people
They
do
make
that.
a fucking no. They do the free thing, and then they do the thing that it's like, oh
no, people buy domain names. People do that so that they could resell them all the time.
No, that they do. But Dalton, they don't buy a domain name to make one joke.
I do.
Okay,
We know.
you do that. You do that.
It's
Dalton.
Hitler.com.
It's called a fixation.
No. It's called
Dalton,
a passion. It's called. You guys wouldn't understand.
People also don't.
I
people
feel like
also
we would.
don't fucking complicate everything to the 10th degree.
He
Do
listen,
something simple rather.
I am kind of a perfectionist. I'm not gonna lie.
So hey Dimi, if you wanted to make a video and you wanted to have people see it, right? What would you do? Would you create a YouTube account?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Would you
shared
upload
mine
a
on
video onto
Twitter.
YouTube?
I shared mine on Twitter and it
made
it
a
uploaded
reach.
YouTube.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of reach. Hey, what is the actual RPM on Twitter?
Well, I mean,
yeah, is it 0.8% of what YouTube pays?
Hey man, I'm proud of my videos on Twitter that live on X or whatever. Like I'm proud of it. Like I don't really want to do a
dual
YouTube channel
upload.
for.
He's so anti-YouTube, and it's really funny because hey guys, where are we streaming this?
No, I know, but like I wanna put my own YouTube
Because
channel.
that's where we're gonna get people to watch.
Dalton is so anti-YouTube for no reason. He actually can't defend it.
I'm not anti-YouTube. I just don't want to put my own thing on there and try to build it up on YouTube when I actually have something. I got somewhat of a little following that I can just grow on X.
You can
but
easily move them to YouTube.
And also, you can move the people from YouTube that are a lot easier to capture via the algorithm, because the algorithm is a lot more favorable on YouTube than it is on
their
X.
algorithm, despite how many issues we have with
Pushes them
YouTube,
to your X.
Yeah, it actively does these things.
Hey, let me ask everybody here. Hold on. I'm going to ask who here in this chat follows me on X? And who here was following me on X prior to YouTube?
Yeah, everybody's going to say YouTube first. I get it.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Dude, where is Grim?
Well, see, Grim is...
Hold on.
Grim is...
He's working on it. All right.
He's working on it.
He's a little slow.
I mean, yeah, but...
Wait, is Turd about to go get his butt stuffed? Heading out here in a minute, have a date with a fella. Hold on. That I've been trying to get for a couple of years now. Wish you luck. All the luck in the world, dude. Bring lube. Wear a rubber. Or make him wear one. Either fucking way, have a good time.
Twitter, she followed you on X first.
Who did?
Jesse.
Jesse?
Yeah, it's because she's a stalker.
And
Yeah,
I'll be
Joe.
honest with you, I had no idea who you were. I was scrolling X on Tony Gonzalez's comments, and you were there.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You and I are like the rare exception here. I want you to understand that. We are the exception, not the rule.
I don't know, man.
What is
Yeah.
Twitter?
What is Twitter? It's an outdated name. Don't dead name it. It's the only thing I won't dead name.
Yeah,
I'll
but
dead name every single trans person, but I'm not going to dead name this website that I love. Actually, I dead name it all the time. I dead name it all the time. I call Twitter all the fucking time. I call Twitter all the time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I flip back and forth. I try to say X, but there's times where I say Twitter.
Met him because unsub shared the. Yep, that's true. That's fair. So it
Yep.
still happened as a result of YouTube.
We can all thank Tony, though.
Yeah, everybody here
Tony's
at
the
least.
one who got us all
majority
together,
of
though,
people,
regardless
yeah,
of the
yeah,
platform.
Ernie
Regardless
Gonzalez.
of the platform.
You know what? I refuse to call him Tony.
Yeah, Ernie, whatever.
Ernie
Whatever.
Gonzalez, who, mind you, is going to cry if Brandon becomes head of the ATF.
He's gonna cry if Brandon becomes ATF director, and he's gonna cry even harder. Well, I think he would cry even harder, honestly, if Brandon became ATF. But if Matt Gaetz is actually confirmed as AG, I think he's gonna cry really hard too. Because he went on CNN and slammed Matt Gaetz for all those accusations that the left is claiming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely eats corn the long way.
Yeah, through the butt.
Well, that's the wrong way.
Oh, that's the long way. In his bottom mouth.
His bottom mouth.
All
We're waiting
cuckolds
for you,
have a
Ren.
bottom mouth.
Directly-
God, don't you guys
We're waiting
study
for you.
biology?
Through the urethra.
He sounds himself with corn cobs. Holy shit.
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Hers?
Grim, please come save me from this conversation.
Grim, don't.
Just Grim, show up just so you can help us.
Yep, Grim, double down with us on Dalton.
We're doubling. Wait, are
We're
we like
doubling,
deep?
tripling.
Are we deep? Deep?
Turt is telling me to get a YouTube. So I mean, I
Well,
have.
if we get one more person, it's called airtight.
I have a YouTube, but it has a whole bunch of my music stuff on it. Not anything like I would plan to do on X.
You could make
Whoa,
another.
almost
Tack has
you
like
can just,
4.
yeah.
I mean,
Great.
no, I would use my YouTube channel that I have now. I mean, that's not a problem.
Did you just change one of the 3 that you already had to the vlog channel?
Yeah, but it's still the same.
No.
It's the
No,
same
okay.
channel. It just hasn't. Yeah, so
Well,
I've got
it's-
Tactical Turtleneck. I have Tactical Turtleneck too, and then I've got Loraholic.
Yeah.
That's what I was
What's that?
saying. So like, I thought one of them was like your super secret, like literally on your fucking list. Of YouTube channels.
That's the gag, all right. It's so secret.
Like nothing there.
It's nothing there. Yeah, there's a
All right,
vlog
so-
on there. It's great.
So
It's a great
while
vlog.
we're waiting on Grim, how do we feel about I guess Lee Zeldin? I keep wanting to say Led Zeppelin. Oh, there's Grim.
Why do you
All
want
right,
to
here
say
we go.
Led Zeppelin?
Grim, why are
Yeah.
you fading into a brick wall?
Because he's been listening to we don't need no education. You know,
What's up, Grim?
his mic don't
Your
work
mic is
'cause
muted.
he's retarded. Nope, your mic's still not working.
Is it on this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sitting here talking into this thing.
Yeah,
Told
well,
you to
use
select the
that
right
one because
microphone,
that one's
bud.
way better because it's Corsair.
But yeah, I mean, I ain't got to lean up
Yeah.
on the thing now, so it's fine.
Yep,
Yeah.
better quality too.
All right. So John
Really?
Ratcliffe,
This is
yeah.
better quality?
Yes, it's Corsair.
I mean, it sounds a little thin, but it's all right.
It's thin, but it's clear.
Just
Of
talk,
course
bud.
it is. Of course, it's an Xbox, freaking
Yeah.
headset, and it sounds better than my mic.
Yep.
Absolutely.
No worries.
All right, now, after that nonsense, what were we talking about?
You were
John
right.
Radcliffe for CIA pick.
Yeah,
Yes.
why you don't like him?
So this is just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with me, obviously. Okay. But there's very few organizations where there's such a thing as too much experience. Someone that's been involved in the intelligence spectrum for a long period of time, which he was at least in the DI prior to this as a director. From what I was doing a little bit extra background on too, he had some skin in the game when it came to the Russia and Iran election interference thing. So he was around for a lot of that. When it comes to intelligence, if you spend too much time in the world, you're more inclined to blur the lines than other people are. You get used to living that double life. You get used to living in the secrecy. You get more prone to not holding yourself accountable when the time comes. That's why after a certain period of time in those fields, people are retired.
So you just believe that he spent enough time in it that he's a liability rather than an asset?
I can see the argument for him being a good selection. However, with the little bit of experience that I do have in that department, I don't know if he's necessarily the best pick for it. I know that there's a few other people that I would have liked to seen, but they're not even on.
Who would you have rather seen?
The current Defense Intelligence Agency colonel would have been a better selection. Nobody from the current CIA or DI would have been a good selection at all. That promote from within thing would not have been a good idea at all. That breeds the corruption. But I really do think like someone from the Defense Department heading that up for the time being would be a good crossover. Just like he's done with other cabinet members. He's pulling them from the military, or he's pulling them from other sectors where they got a lot of experience, or someone who's willing to, in some cases, take the department, fix what's wrong with it, and then help disband it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, so can I. But at the same time, I don't know. So from what I'm gathering, then he doesn't seem to be a fuck you pick.
No, he's not a fuck you pick. He's a calculated pick. He's trying to pick somebody that he can count on, that he's worked with before, because Trump was the person who put him as the DI director in 2019.
Okay.
So he's put him in an intelligence role in the past. So he's not hey, I'm going to do this because it's a random pick and I just want who I want in there. He is probably doing it because Radcliffe had his back during the whole Russia words hard right now.
Russiagate.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
During that whole thing. So he was in Trump's corner with that one. So much so that there's a quote I was just pulled up here a minute ago. On
as anyone should. It's been disproven. It's been it's a hoax.
Oh yeah. But no. So supposedly there was an email that was sent from his email address, which was later revealed that it was Iranian hack.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was or not, I don't know. But according to DI, it was self-evaluated that it was an Iranian hack. That came from his email address to Democratic members of Congress that if they didn't vote for Trump, that they were going to, quote-unquote, get them. So I'm not holding that against him. Well, what I'm saying is that it breeds also into the, if it is any kind of fuck you appointment, it's because he had his back in 2019.
So it's just maybe a fuck you to the people, that are pro Russiagate, hoax,
right?
But that's about it.
Yeah, I don't see it as a grand scheme. It's not Fat Man.
We have breaking news.
Moab. It's like maybe at most grenade launcher, to whom it may concern.
Fair.
So
that's not the worst thing.
Public service announcement.
Now, Grim, I would like to just really quickly, because we do have breaking news.
Oh.
Tony Hinchcliffe to be ambassador to Puerto Rico. I can't think of a better pick. I just wanted to point that out.
I wish this was freaking true, because
I really do.
What a pick. What an amazing pick.
That would be so fucking funny.
That'd be amazing.
You know, I was having a spirited debate with somebody in my Discord who didn't think that joke was funny. I actually thought that joke was great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
You know?
yeah, it was fine.
And mind
I
you,
mean,
you want to know who else thought it was really funny?
Puerto Ricans,
Well, Puerto Ricans. You want to know how I know?
because your ex-wife,
Not ex-wife, ex-girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
I've only been
That's
married
close.
once.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's all
Baby
good.
mama.
It's all good. Baby
Don't beat me
mama.
up.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, my daughter is half Puerto Rican, half Swedish, and her mother thought it was fucking hilarious. Like she thought it was funny as shit. So Puerto Ricans thought it was funny. Just want to point that out.
Well, that means you have permission to laugh.
I do have permission to laugh.
No, I mean-
I don't
I have
need
been
permission,
given-
I'm just going to.
Well, I'm going to anyway because I'm a fucking free goddamn American. But I will also say that I have been given
Thought this was America.
I've been given
America.
the card. I have a pass to use all those slurs.
Not from the Hodge twins, you don't.
Not yet. I need that one. I'm collecting them. I'm collecting passes, and then I'm just going to go on a fucking
Collecting.
tirade on Twitter.
Just wait till he gets his rainbow pass.
Dude, once I get all the passes, well, I'm not getting that pass. Wait, Turd's already given me that pass, actually. And so has Lombax. Lombax has given me that pass as well. So I'm allowed to say those words. I'm allowed to say all the Spanish slurs. I need the Hodge twins pass, and I need an Asian. No, wait, no. My best friend Andrew has given me the Asian pass as well. So I just need the Hodge twins, and then I can go on the most racist fucking Twitter thing ever.
Well,
It's
here,
not an Asian
I'll
enough
kind
name.
of give you one of them.
He's gonna create
Okay, my
Weebloo
bad,
too,
my bad,
Electric
my bad.
Boogaloo.
Okay, my bad. Park Sung-woo. My bad. There you go.
Okay,
Better?
all right, my bad. My
Yeah.
bad. Woo,
I'll kinda give you one now if
would
you want one.
reverse me.
I'll give you like the Southwest version of the white guy one. You can just go around and start calling everybody the white.
Be careful on YouTube.
G
What?
starts with a G and rhymes with bingo.
Oh. What, gringo?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
That's
said
not
it.
even
It's
a
your
word.
stream.
That's not even a word. That isn't even considered, dude. That is literally like a gamer tag at this point, man. Like, that ain't shit.
Well, I mean, so is something
That
else. You
requires
can't really
no
go
fucking
off
pass.
that.
That requires no
It'd be
fucking
like
pass.
you going like I'm from Hawaii and you're allowed to say howley.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I'd say that's even worse. I'd say that's even like that.
Because
That's
that's
even
about
like
white
less
people.
acceptable. Yeah, it is about white people. Fuck white people. White people are bad.
Yeah,
Goddamn
yeah.
They are
whites.
bad.
And mind you, there's only one true white in this entire call, and it's Dalton.
I was gonna say it's not me,
Actually
even
true.
though I'm glowing over here.
I would
Dalton's the
definitely
only
say
one who is
Fred.
like fluorescent white.
I got screens
Alright,
in
well-
front of me. Like whatever.
I do have to go finish doing date night with my daughter.
Okay.
However, before I go, the last thing I will say is that it's not an all bad pick.
It's just not a
This
great pick.
is his quote that I do like that he said about this, not this appointment, but the appointment in 2019.
Okay.
Quote from Radcliffe: I do not wish for a national security and intelligence debate surrounding my confirmation, however untrue, to become a purely political and partisan issue. The country we all love deserves it to be treated as an American issue. Accordingly, I have asked the president to nominate someone other than me for this position.
Hmm.
So he did
Um,
initially try to turn it down, just to be fair.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Let me ask you this before you go. Who would be your pick for FBI?
File 86. Don't even put anybody in it. Just let it fall
Yeah.
apart.
Just let it die.
Just
Oh, yeah,
let it go.
we're with me on that. All right.
No, 100%. That one doesn't need an appointment.
No,
that
I
just needs to
agree.
go.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
agree, but
We
They're
don't
gonna-
need a federal branch in that regard because we have state police officers, local police officers,
Right.
and the U.S. Marshals. If we need a federal law enforcement agency at that level to handle that series of cases, because states apparently can't handle murder on their own.
Yeah. No.
We
The
started
FBI.
Police force. You know, the postal ones.
Those guys need to go too. They have far too much power.
They have not enough power.
Just by
We're
me
gonna use
saying
them to
openly,
take
no,
over
no,
the
no.
world.
Just by me saying openly on YouTube that the postal police need to go away, I'll probably get a knock on my door in 10 minutes.
Actually, I will also say that they don't need their own police agency. Neither does the IRS.
Yeah, agreed.
They
Well,
they
the,
are.
the IRS is unconstitutional as it is.
That's
And
true.
the IRS is, if they have a police force, it's supposed to be Secret Service.
That's the thing is you have specific organizations that are meant to deal with tax collecting.
Mhm.
There's no reason for them to have their own. There's no reason for any of these departments to have the ability to arm themselves.
You know, like the railroad.
American citizens
You're
have the right
laughing,
to.
Dalton.
No, he's being serious.
He's
The railroad,
snickering.
like I know Nick's
No,
that electrician's brought this up like minorly before in
I
a
100% believe
episode.
you. Yeah.
They have their own police force and they can legally fine you for things for like
Mhm.
not stopping at a
surprise
railroad
me.
crossing, even if there's no markings for it.
Does not surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
You,
They
you
have
know where
no
this all
connection to
started?
the government whatsoever.
This
Yeah.
all started with one group of people that absolutely should have never happened to begin with, and this was the downward spiral. I've isolated it, and then I'm going to go because I have to do day night. We should have never had a hired and permanent security force for the Wells Fargo back
Oh,
in the day.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. And also,
And Pinkerton.
communists aren't
Screw
people.
Pinkerton.
And, screw Pinkertons. Yes.
All right. I got to go. Nice talking to you guys. Thanks for having
Bye.
me on. I'll talk to
Later,
you later.
buddy.
All right. Keep it 45, baby.
No.
Remember, everybody, when you're waving goodbye, always keep your arm at 45 degrees. This is the most efficient way. Do it.
Like this? Or...
Yeah, like that. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that, like a bird. Like a particular hawk. Yeah?
Hawk tall.
Hawk. No, I hate that bitch. God, I hate that goofy fucking big fucking overbite bitch. I fucking despise her. God, I want to take her and fucking use her fucking teeth to open my fucking goddamn cans of fucking like vegetables that we're gonna fucking cook with. I fucking hate that little. No, spit on her in public.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In Fortnite.
Thank you for covering me there, Dalton.
You're welcome, bud.
God, I hate her so much. I hate her so much. She's so stupid. There's no reason she should be famous whatsoever. There's no reason whatsoever.
I mean, we also had like
weird and
the
ridiculous
catch me
how
out.
she blew up. Catch me outside.
Like, here's the thing. I get the clip itself funny, cool. Let the clip go viral. But she did nothing on top of that clip whatsoever. It's literally that one thing.
Oh, it was one of those like we need something to distract the American people, and they found.
I think
this
that's what
funny
it was.
ones.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate that.
All right, so
funky looking shit.
Lee
Anyway,
Zeldin, how do you guys feel about him, real quick?
I don't have enough knowledge on him.
All right,
But also, I'm a firm believer that the EPA needs to be abolished anyway.
all right, fair enough.
It's one of those that like it was established for technically good reasons, but it's been so corrupt that it no longer has anything to stand
The
on.
states should handle their own environmental policy. It should not be a federal agency. Done.
All right, simple enough. All right, Elise Stefanik.
I believe that the United Nations should be labeled an enemy of the United States. I believe that blue helmets should be part of United States target practice. It should be in every single gun range. It should be one of the targets that they sell you that you could put on, like, you know, your steelies. Blue helmets are enemies to the people and to freedom, and fuck the United Nations, and fuck everything they stand for, and fuck everybody who loves them. With the butt of a rifle in Minecraft.
Remember, kids, the next war in Minecraft is going to be dealt with those wearing body armor and helmets. So aim for the hip.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Oh, I said Minecraft. I said the war was going to be in Minecraft.
In the Nether.
I'm just making sure we're
yeah, the next time we're going after the piglins in the Nether.
Yep, with a pickaxe. Because it's silent.
That chest piece doesn't cover, you know, the crotchal region.
Yep, in Minecraft.
And I've heard that does crit damage.
So this was the ambassador to the UN used to be Nikki Haley's position in the last Trump administration. Yep.
That explains a lot.
So I will tell you this: at least Stefanik, probably better than Nikki Haley. However,
Yeah,
I will
but
say that
that's like saying that. That's like saying that chlamydia is better than, like, it's like, look, because it can be cured, it's still an STD.
I had a stipulation. I was gonna say she still, I feel, is a rhino. She's my former congresswoman, so I feel like I can kind of say this. She is kind of a rhino. She has like a, I want to say an F on Liberty score. She's not wandered off. Yeah, he's just like, screw this conversation. I don't want to talk about the UN.
Didn't even say what he was doing this time. Just
I have strong opinions about this. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I just yeah, I mean, I don't really care about this pick. It is what it is. She could be a lot worse, but she could also be a lot better. Hey, Jesse,
I honestly feel like it should be somebody that is very against it instead of just somebody that has done a similar position in the past. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like much like we've got where RFK is and many of the others, it should be somebody that's like, nah, we're going to make you actually establish why we're the only ones that are defending you. Why we are putting so much budget towards you. Why you guys are constantly trying to, I guess the correct word would be censor, even though they've never actually censored us.
Yeah.
Like, that's as Tack was saying, the enemy of the state. They've been doing awful things towards us, or at least saying awful things towards us. Why would we ever help you?
Right. Yeah. Now, Trump has the opportunity to do the funniest things, such as like appoint Lindsey Graham to like an ambassadorship somewhere.
Why am I big?
Fight. Oh, because of the tactical chair for Jesse.
Gotcha.
I was.
Why are you big? Is it Miracle Grow? Was it in the bottle?
Trump has the funniest. He has the funniest. He could do the funniest thing ever and appoint like Lindsey Graham to some ambassadorship, then just fire him 3 days later. That'd be so funny.
I think that would be funny.
Get him out of Congress as soon as possible.
I would do that actually. That's like a 40 chess.
That is 40 chess. Yes, it's like, hi, Lindsey Graham. I would love for you to be a part of my administration. Okay, it resigns from Congress 3 days later.
Put him as like some ambassador to like some other country. Yeah. Send him to that country, then fire him.
Send him to like Nicaragua or something.
Yeah,
just,
and then leave him there.
Country that he will never be able to survive in.
Yeah, and then fire him.
Yep, and then leave him there, and then revoke his ability to get back into the country.
No. Yeah. I've got a great idea. We'll make him ambassador to China because even they'll get tired of him.
Yeah.
They might love him, though. I don't know.
Get rid of all of our debts with China. We send them Lindsey Graham and we only accept it back.
That's our collateral. Yeah, you wipe our debt.
It's like reverse blackmail. It's like a weird reverse kidnapping.
We'll only stop.
We'll accept him back when you get rid of our debt. Dear Lord, let him go.
You know, it's really funny. I'm not sure if you guys. So Trump, and this is something that I want to know how everybody feels about. Trump has said that he wants to temporarily cap credit card interest rates at 10%. Bernie Sanders agrees.
Bernie Sanders. Yep. I was just about to say he posted a tweet earlier saying that he actually looks forward to working with
Trump on this.
Yeah. Bipartisanship, man.
Like
all bipartisanship means is you're getting fucked from two fucking sides.
Agreed. But it's funny because like the left is always about bipartisanship.
Yes and no, but at the same time, because it's technically communism. Price fixing.
Yeah. Dun.
Here's my argument for that is the fact that there is a level of greed that is harmful to capitalism. Yes. I wouldn't call this price fixing because you're going like, you can't go beyond this, but anything within it, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Price fixing is you're here.
But we're treating a symptom. We're treating a symptom because really what allows the banks to do this is essentially our unlimited printing of money and the way that they are able to invest
the fact that we've just been using money that doesn't exist or that we've been borrowing from directly our enemies, like not even joking, we've been taking.
But that's why the creditors can do this, is because they're operating essentially in a world that should not exist. So should we not instead just destroy the Fed and then force the banks to, I don't know, operate within the bounds of how much money they actually have to charge reasonable rates?
Tack, I'm going to need you to come out and say that you aren't sad and you have no tendencies towards things like, jumping from your roof.
I have no tendencies from jumping, not from my roof, from any roof. Because I'm on roofs often.
because those words have come back to bite many people before. Ask RFK Jr.'s family.
I like life.
I will tell you what, though.
What?
Huh?
What? Damn it, Bobby.
I was going to say, it's nice for once that it's a Kennedy making other people's heads explode with disappointment.
But
yep.
You come up with that, or where did you see that?
I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I love those stars. I when I first heard it, I laughed so hard. I was like, I got to recover from this first. So a couple of these appointments, they're going to have to go through Senate confirmation. And what's interesting is the Senate just gained a new majority leader, John Thune,
who I am not happy about.
Not happy about either.
I wasn't happy about Rick Scott either, because he's anti-gun. So is Thune. So is Cornyn. They're all a bunch of deep state anti-gun, fucking anti-Trump morons. It's yeah. I wanted Rand Paul.
Rand Paul for sure, but unfortunately he wasn't in the running.
Secret ballot should be banned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the Senate needs to remember, hey, motherfuckers, you work for us. You don't get to hide this shit from us. We should have input. Eat a fucking dick. McConnell can go fuck himself, but then again, we also know that is the only way that he's getting fucked. Perhaps
he can just go with Lindsey Graham on that trip to China.
Maybe he should travel to Arizona and use a cactus as a sounding rod.
You know what? We should make Lindsey Graham the ambassador to Ukraine, send him to Ukraine because he loves it so much.
He does love Ukraine.
And then just cut him off, fire him, and never see him again. There we go. That's where we should put him. So this is John Thune talking about Trump's nominee.
So you have said that you would do recess appointments if it came to that. What's the threshold for getting to that point for recess appointments?
Well, what I said is, Brett, and I think this is that all options are on the table, including recess appointments. Hopefully it doesn't get to that, but we'll find out fairly quickly whether the Democrats want to play ball or not. And I think part of it is getting these folks. We'll start having confirmation hearings as soon as the new Senate is sworn in January. President takes the oath of office January 20th. By the time he takes the oath of office, hopefully a lot of those nominees will be through their confirmation hearings and will be ready to act on them on the Senate floor. And then it's a question of how much do the Democrats resist or object or try to block those nominations from going forward. And we're going to grind them out. I mean, we're just going to keep consistently
Can you pause it real quick?
And
we have a Senate majority, a slim majority, but a Senate majority nonetheless. It would not fall to the Democrats how much the Democrats are going to stop. It's really the Republicans.
So correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't remember. Nominee appointments, what's the threshold for approval? Is it just the simple majority, or is it? I could
have sworn it was a simple majority.
I believe it is the simple majority. However, I think that's where recess appointments is going to be a big play in a lot of this. Because people, there's already Lindsey Graham came out and said, I'm not sure if I'm going to vote yes on Matt Gaetz. There might be a couple Republicans who say no. All the Democrats are going to say no.
Yeah.
So it's you get a couple of, so that's where I think recess appointments is going to be the play. For anybody who doesn't know what recess appointments are, it's basically where Trump can appoint whoever he wants without the approval of the Senate. Because the Senate is adjourned.
Yeah, Senate is adjourned. And also, I was listening to Timcast the other night. Trump could actually adjourn the Senate himself. There is a way for him to do that, to force the recess appointments as well. Yeah. He actually has the presidential authority. This isn't like some tyrannical dictator move. It is an actual presidential power.
I think it's Section 2 or Article 2, Section 3
yes.
of the Constitution, I believe.
I believe you're right. I could go reference it, but and he can do that, and it's a temporary thing, but it could force the recess appointments in to get what he needs done in the interim. Which, mind you, when you're dealing with a corrupt system that is fighting back, you kind of might need to do. Because I want you to understand, we are dealing with something that has an immunoresponse. The immunoresponse of tyranny is going to be very, very high when something is trying to destroy it. Just saying. I'm not happy with him as a pick, though, Dalton.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. I much rather would have preferred Rand Paul for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes,
or
convene the houses and with respect to time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper. Yep. There you go. So, you were right. It's Section 3,
Article 2, Section 3.
Yep. Thank you for pulling.
Nope, Section 2, Article 2, Section 2.
Section 2.
Yep. So I was wrong, but close.
Oh, okay. We were close.
You were close enough.
Close enough.
The recess granting.
Why does the Fox interviewer look like a dehydrated skink?
I would like to
actually a lizard person.
Yeah.
And in your walls.
I'm looking to make sure that if it's
I think they're talking about John Thune because Brett Baier was the other guy on there. Unless he's talking about Brett Baier.
Which, I think he was talking about Brett
Baier. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him either, so.
I don't think anyone's a fan other than him.
Well, when you've had that many needles in your face putting random foreign poisons in it, you start looking like a dehydrated skink.
Right.
Botox, kids, it's not actually good for you. Weird.
Another thing that happened this week that I think is freaking hilarious.
Simple majority, by the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you for looking that up.
Nice.
All right. Well,
so it needs to be traditionally requires support from at least 60 of the 100 senators, but however, Democrats circumvented the rules with the nuclear option to require only a simple majority of those voting. So Democrats shot themselves in the foot.
Awesome. Another thing that they did to help themselves that in the long run is actually helping what they see as their enemies, the Republicans. So they did this with judicial appointments during the Barack Obama years.
Yeah, the only thing it does not apply to is appointments to the Supreme Court, which still requires 60 of 100. But it is a simple majority of 51. And then in the case of the tie, the vice president casts a deciding vote.
Okay.
So, but it is a simple majority. It is a 51 takes all.
All right.
Oh,
nice.
So another thing that is good to know. Another thing that happened this week that was pretty funny.
Santa Claus came out as a Republican.
Oh, I was going to say Trump at the White House. We'll get to that too. So look at this and tell me what you see.
I see a weirdly happy, energetic Biden that doesn't seem at all bogged down by dementia or all of the weird medications that they've been pumping into him to keep him, lying down.
You know what I see?
Did he just take a deep sigh?
I see that Joe Biden invited a Nazi to the White House.
Yep. That too.
Yep.
Obviously.
Kind of weird.
I also hear a lot of yelling.
Hilariously, you know how they were jumping on the Madison Square Garden? Like this is where they had the rally years ago.
And it's like weird. So did who else did? Bill Clinton.
No, the thing that I wanted to bring up is everybody that was on the right side went, yeah, which party was the one that, supported them?
True. Yep, there's that as well.
Because I had forgot about that when we were talking about it.
I also see
He looks so happy.
he looks so happy. I've said this. I don't believe in the whole dark Brandon bullshit where there was like this secret plot. No. I believe that there was a coup against Joe Biden. I believe that because we already knew that he wasn't tweeting for himself. And remember, I'm forfeiting, I'm giving up. That was done through a tweet. I believe they tweeted for him. I believe that he woke up the next day. I believe they told him, well, what's done is done. You can't take it back. And I believe that he acted accordingly.
Well, another thing that I heard was he dropped out and Nancy Pelosi was planning to do an open primary kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And he 30 minutes after he dropped out, he just went ahead and endorsed Kamala. And that forced everybody to be like, oh, crap, we can't do a primary now.
Oh, see, here's the thing. I do believe they should have had an open primary. I think we all agreed that would have resulted in a better candidate for them.
Better candidate for them. For sure.
For everybody.
Given them an actual fight.
Not just them, but also, let's just be real. I think that would have given the moderate, the centrist Democrats, because there are centrist Democrats.
Somebody like a Dean Cain.
Yeah. Yes. Not Dean Cain. What's his name? I know you're thinking of.
Dean. He ran. I can't remember his name. It's a Dean something. Not Dean Cain.
Howard Dean.
Is it Howard Dean? That doesn't sound right. Hold on.
He was the governor of Vermont. Dean Phillips.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Dean Phillips. Yep. There it is. Yep. There we go. But yes,
Thank
a Dean Phillips. Yes, you would have gotten a Dean Phillips. Let's be real. You would have gotten people akin to a Tulsi Gabbard.
Yes.
Being able to run at least, which means that there would have been somebody that you don't absolutely hate. Somebody who's not a complete and open communist.
Yeah, well, somebody who is more towards the middle, but can still somehow stomach the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
The modern Democratic
Party. It's a weird
Party
statement because left is over here, right's over here, and the middle's here.
Yeah, it's really
weird. It's weird how that happened.
Yeah. I do want to play this really funny clip though from Joe Rogan.
One of my fucking favorite things of this whole election cycle has been yesterday. When Biden and Trump sat down in the White House. Biden voted for Trump. I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee it. I never saw that dude so happy in his fucking life. He lost. His party lost. He was happy. When Obama had to shake hands with Trump and do the whole transition thing, Obama looked like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at Biden. Look at his fucking smile, dude.
He's happier than Trump.
Yes.
Look at his fucking smile, man.
That is the
when
most
your
fuck
kid
you to
gets
come.
married.
That dude looks like a hairless cat. Look at him.
It's great. First of all, what have they done?
Dalton, can you find that image and send it to me, please?
This one?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it my Twitter header.
Go back to the other picture because there's more high res. Look at his mug, man. First of all,
that is
for sure he's got
Biden.
something going on with his forehead. They Botoxed the shit out of his forehead. They gave him a facelift for sure. There's a bunch of different things they did, which very ill-advised, by the way, folks. Look at Trump. He looks like shit. No one cares.
Biden thought he was voting for Wendy's.
You don't look better if you get your face pulled back like a lizard. No. You just look more like a lizard. Everybody thinks you're a lizard already. But look at that smile. That motherfucker's never been happier in his life. In his life. He's like, that bitch. She went down. You can't tell me he wasn't happy. Like when he put that MAGA hat on. You ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
He put the MAGA hat on. And he took it with him on the plane.
Well, on election day,
I guarantee you that motherfucker was happy. He had a giant smile on his face. He said,
Joe Biden. Yeah,
I thought it was Hitler. I thought he was dangerous.
I mean, that's what they all said, right? It's like, hey, this is he's a threat to democracy.
I thought he was a Nazi.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, hey, we're gonna have a smooth transition here.
This was the guy that you said was sharp as a tack. He was gonna be up until 4 months ago. 4 months ago, that guy was gonna be running again. And now here he is smiling like a Cheshire cat. How big was his? That's a crazy smile.
Man, he looks
I would also like to point out that Joe Rogan, I'm sure you guys have heard that the left is now saying we need to have our own Joe Rogan.
You had Joe Rogan.
They had Joe Rogan. They had Tulsi Gabbard. They had Elon Musk. What ended up happening was
them away.
Not just drove them away. You guys went so fucking insanely to the left that, just like you were saying before, Dimi, it's weird how right and center are, and it's like the left is all the way over here. It's because they went all the way fuck over there. These guys didn't move. Joe Rogan has not changed.
It used to be a Venn diagram, and like center used to be literally that center. Yeah. The Venn diagram is now right and center. And left is its own circle over here. Like they're not on the same
his own diagram on a different book in a different shelf in a different library across the country.
It's like I don't know how many people like don't know this yet, but it's like you start looking at their policies and they are sprinting this far away from everything else. And whereas like right has actually time and again compromised to the point that they are almost on top of center.
And the thing is I want
like
people
to the
to
point that
understand
you can see
Joe
the policies
Rogan,
and the people that we are bringing in right now. Most of them are centrist.
They're almost all centrist. Trump is a moderate. Trump is not a radical Republican. He is not a radical conservative. He is a moderate.
So
he is a complete moderate.
This isn't a red or a red wave right now. This is centrist. This is moderatism.
This is why, like, I want people to understand. I was a registered independent for most of my voting life up until recently. And the reason is because, well, it made sense. Now it makes sense to be a Republican because the left is, I just can't see myself voting for a Democrat ever until they are forced to put forward a better candidate.
Radical reformations of some form.
Yeah. And the way I say it is a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, we need a Joe Rogan. We need our own podcast. We need this. No, motherfuckers, you had it.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan hasn't changed. Joe Rogan's policy positions haven't shifted. He has not magically become anti-immigration. No, his beliefs are the exact same that they have been for fucking his entire life.
Look at 90% of what Joe Rogan stands for, and he's technically more left, or at least he used to be as of like 4 years ago.
He was a Bernie Sanders supporter.
He was a Bernie Sanders supporter.
Yeah.
So was Tim. So was Tim Pool. Tim Pool was a Sanders supporter. So was Joe Rogan. So I believe Elon Musk as well was a pro Bernie guy.
I wanted maybe. I'm not sure. I can't
remember.
Not
100% on that, but I believe
if not pro Bernie had multiple. I know multiple times he had brought up policies of Bernie. In a positive
I think he was not
Bernie
anti.
Sanders,
he was populist.
Bernie Sanders had many more policy ideas than Joe Biden and Kamala Harris ever did combined.
Yes.
And so
they were wrong.
You have somebody like Bernie Sanders and somebody like Trump who are fairly opposites of each other in terms of policy.
Yeah.
Mostly. And then you have people who wanted to support Bernie, and then everything went so far left. They felt like Trump was the only thing that was sensible. That's wild.
Yeah, it's which is
and
insane.
How confusing that is.
Yeah,
like I can't stress it enough. These people, those policies did not change. It's not like these people radically just like, oh well, I love Joe Rogan until he became a Republican. No. Joe Rogan still believes in taking psychedelic mushrooms, smoking weed, and fucking being able to have. I don't think he's a Republican at all. He's an independent. He's an independent thinker. So is Elon Musk. These people.
It's just the thing. Like they talk to, like we saw in a couple of those, like with JD Vance, where he's like, actually, send me the studies, send me the reports of this because I want to look into this. It's about mushrooms.
Can I actually say something?
When you got
my wife fucking hates podcasts. My wife fucking hates podcasts. She finds them to just be drony and nonsense. She listened to both Joe Rogan podcasts and loved both of them because she flat out said, I never knew that like there was like this open-mindedness there. Mm-hmm. In her mind, she was like, this is insane. She actually wanted to listen to both JD Vance's and Trump's talking to Joe Rogan. And I said, you've never liked a Joe Rogan podcast. She says, I liked this one because it was two sides that Shouldn't have collided. They collided.
The media for years that they were closed-minded, that they were authoritarian, that they would do this, they would do that, and then you actually sit them down for 3 hours each.
Yeah.
And you pick their brains apart, and they're like, "Oh, I'm open to that. I don't know that one, but I'm open to looking into it." And it's just like, it's literally tearing down the narrative that they've had for like a decade now at this point.
And it wasn't like that false, like I'm going to change this because I've taught this. Oh, I didn't know that. I actually. Would you send me more like actively asking them to send them information?
Yes, because he was not aware of it, and maybe if he's aware of it, his position will open.
Right.
And also, like there was discourse going like, "Hey, I don't really like that, and here's the reason." Like there were a couple of those as well, and like
can I also point out?
Side.
Can I also point out that the right is the only side that I see willing to actually engage in that kind of thought of. I'm willing to change my position on this. Should information be brought to me? Moderate discourse. But the left is like, you could show them every study. They're just going to yell racism, tear their hair out and light something on fire and then cry. Also, I would like to, going into the whole crying thing, 4B movement. Oh my God. First off, if you are, I'm just going to do a PSA here real quick. If you are a fat, blue-haired lesbian with 16 piercings, no job, who works at Starbucks, you have been a barista your entire life, and your fem and lib arts degree has not served you well, don't worry. Shaving your head and becoming completely celibate will totally save the world. Please do this. It's totally not because that's what we've been asking you to do, is take some, personal responsibility for your fucking open, gaping wound of a vagina. No, you should do this to spite us, please. Yes, make sure that you do not procreate, because that's really what the world needs. Is the world needs you to stop making babies. Yeah, and stop spreading things.
And so you won't be leading on, some men that wanted to have you become, an actual decent person.
Yeah, no. We don't need that. Just shave your head. Also, you know what's really funny? Do you want to know the only people that I've actually seen genuinely getting upset at them over it? It's other women who have alopecia and are going through chemotherapy, are the ones that are like, you're saying that we're unattractive.
Yep.
Because of this, you're a piece of shit. And all it's done is actually convert more women to the right. And I'm like, yes, bring them over. Bring them
the thing all. Is like, let's say 3 months ago, they were the ones that were going, oh no, they look beautiful. You're beautiful like that. This is the ugliest thing you'd be, is hairless.
Yeah, now I have to be ugly. It's going to make men not want me. And it's like,
No, the 7 chins did that.
Yeah, the 7 chins and the fucking bumpy vagina is what did that. The weird smell and the hairy fucking armpits.
I was going to go with, that's a penis in your pants.
That too.
Surprise.
Anyway, fuck the 4B.
It's not a surprise. You can see it printing. You can see the moose knuckle.
All right.
Is it really a moose knuckle? We have to come up with a bigger fucking hoofed animal.
Well, I know the perfect place that we can do that.
I don't know.
In our after show.
Have you seen a moose's knuckle?
Yeah, no, they're quite. They're fucking massive. But have you ever seen a feminist with her gaping puss?
What? Water buffalo?
Getting closer. I'm thinking like prehistoric. But anyway, Dalton.
So, I guess we're gonna announce we're doing an after show.
Yeah, we're announcing things.
Yep, we're announcing things. Let me share my screen real quick. So if you guys look in the description of this video, you will find a Patreon link.
Oh, the hentai. Oh, wait, no.
We are doing
later. We are $10 here.
We're setting
Yowie.
It's Yowie.
It's Yowie of both you and I all over Dalton. Sorry.
We're creating our own BL.
We're not spitting on that thing. We're spitting on him. Yeah. Okay, anyway, go on.
So this insanity will carry over into the after show.
Yeah.
So
and the after show is not censored whatsoever. I want you all to understand we censor ourselves extraordinarily hard on here.
Yeah.
It's
if you
bad.
Don't think so,
if you don't think so, any of you that have ever been dragged into our chat and Discord should know better.
Yes. That is very true. But yeah, if you guys become,
I might go shirtless. Tack's gonna take his pants off.
Maybe.
Depends.
I might have sex in the corner. You might just hear me moaning and screaming.
The weird thing is with himself.
Yep.
Anyway, we have all the episodes currently up to date. So those will be on there regardless. However, if you guys sign up for the membership, which is $5 a month, we will be adding more tiers after tonight. But to get started, we just have a $5 tier. That will get you the after show, so the exclusive live stream. It'll get you more bonus content that we plan on doing exclusively for Patreon, and 10% off of our merch. So
all of the merch.
Yeah. And so, Yep, and that money goes directly to Shell, and it also helps to keep the lights on.
And also, we were. It's going to be like a substantially, like, decently long after show. It's going to be at least probably an hour. It's typically just knowing, like, when we hop off of here, we hop in there.
We're often in there for anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours.
Yes,
sometimes longer.
Sometimes. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome, but it's gonna be pure insanity instead of full red. So
it's full red, 200%.
That's right. It is the red light district.
It's a red wave.
Red wave. If you guys want to join us for the after show, and here's the cool thing about the after show: you guys sign up, we'll send you an invite link so that you can pop on the after show.
Yep.
And be a part of it with us on screen or just on voice, but still be a part of it.
Touching yourself in the corner on Minecraft.
Pleasure.
Yes.
On Minecraft.
Yes. Touch the cows. Thunder. By the way, just remember that the cows in Minecraft are just saying no in Australian.
Moo.
Good.
No. Listen to a Minecraft cow, Dalton.
Moo.
No. Dalton.
No.
Specifically, go listen to a Minecraft cow.
I'm gonna stop.
Yes, you're bad at it. Go listen to a Minecraft cow.
Right,
it is literally an Australian woman saying no.
I'll take your word for it.
Gets you off.
All right. So this is beginning the insanity of the after show. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop over to the after show. All right. Well, it's gonna take us about 5 minutes to set everything up. Become a member, because that's the only way you're gonna watch it. Now, we will also have it available after. So we will live stream it. And then after it's live streamed, you'll be able to watch it whenever.
You'll be able to watch it there whenever.
Yep.
I'll break out the sex toys.
Please don't.
I just want to.
No.
No, I'm looking for the. No, I'm looking for. I found it.
What'd you find?
Sex toys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's literally just an Australian saying no.
No.
Yeah, right. See. And people wonder why I don't like the Australian accent.
Break out Diddy's baby oil. I have my own.
Yeah, who the fuck uses baby oil anyway? We use lidocaine-based lube here, so you don't know how many Matchbox cars I'm putting in your butthole.
Lidocaine-based lube that I've already mixed silver into it just to heal it up afterwards, because I'm not.
It's literally called Anal-Ease. We'll see you in there.
We'll see you guys in
Instead of aftercare, it's during care.
All right, you sign up on our Patreon. The link is in the description,
and post it in the chat too. Spam it.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Do it now. Do it now, bitch.
Remember, kids, lick the like button.
Yeah, lick the like button, and then lick every picture of Dalton that you see, and then send him a picture of you licking him.
Send him videos of you licking him.
Yes, moaning.
Please don't.
Like an Australian woman.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys then. Bye.